Good afternoon, good evening, good time zone coffee crew. Good to see everybody. Congratulations, 2 drink minimum on first, Maz on second, and Cremelda on third. Cremelda, thank you also for the hydrate. I do have an iced coffee, so that will be going in the back pocket there. I will be saving it for later. I'm going to enjoy my coffee first and foremost. Though, that is also often used as an honorary fourth, though not really. And Shady, shaking yo rat. How are you doing today? Good to see so many of you. We are here with the original Final Fantasy, which we'll be playing as part of the Pixel Remaster Collection, which is Final Fantasies 1 through 6, for anyone that doesn't know about that collection. Definitely worth the buy, I would say. This is the first time, I think, Final Fantasy 3 was available, and then one of the first times that Final Fantasy 5 was available. I know 3 for sure. Legally, yes, for 3. Okay, no, not for 5, but for 3. Okay, for 3, not for 5. But anyways, great collection. All the games beautifully brought to a more, not modern, like retro modernism is how I would maybe put it. Cleans them all up, brings them all kind of closer together in visual style, which is, I would say, probably most apparent with Final Fantasies 1 and 2. I haven't seen any of original Final Fantasy 3, but I do know Final Fantasy 1 and 2, which were both on the NES. Original 2, not 2 actually being Final Fantasy 4, as we got here in the US, but actual Final Fantasy 2. It's confusing. Anyways, Final Fantasy 1 had like black backgrounds, just sprite art on the black. Your overworld was pixel art, kind of a map and everything, but not to the fidelity and style that we're going to see here with the Pixel Remaster, which I've only seen a couple screenshots here and there. I've never seen like full on the Final Fantasy 1. My experience with that game is what little bit I've played on my NES. I just like dramatically pointed over at it and looked at it like you all can see me doing this. Anyways, that's enough of that. Let's get our Chugbo and Chill muted despite it going to the fantastic Chugbo theme. And let's get our capture card going to get our beautiful rendition of Prelude. We are going to play with the rearranged tracks. That is something that I always do here. But I did the classic font. The more modern font that the Pixel Remasters add, I'm not a big fan of it. I prefer that classic pixely kind of font face, typeface, whatever you want to call it. And then let's go new game. I do have a treat for everybody. So we have a redeem where you can name our party members. You do not get to name Vin here, because our first boy, this will be Vincent. Done. Use this name. I'm naming our party lead. And then we've got the choice of Warrior, Red Mage, White Mage, Thief, Monk, and Black Mage. I'm going to set the classes, but you all can name the characters. That is the dealio. And this will be a redeem that we'll only have available for this one stream. After this stream, it's going away. Which is why I have it hard set to only being able to be used 3 times. We are going to keep a White Mage. I'm going to swap the Black Mage out for a Red Mage. And then I think I'll keep the Thief. I think we'll do Warrior, Thief, Red Mage, White Mage. So we won't have a Monk and we won't have a Black Mage. I do like that they give you a basic description of what they do. Damages opponents with Black Magic. So they're an offensive mage. White Mage is more support. Red Mage gives you best of both worlds, which is why I'm going to have Red Mage. Specialize in bare knuckle attacks, nimbly run circles around opponents. So they have a high, I guess, speed stat. I'm assuming that will dictate kind of turn kind of progression. because Final Fantasy 1, hi Sully, off the desk. Final Fantasy 1 has a hard turn-based combat approach. It does not have the ATB gauge that would be later introduced with, like, I think Final Fantasy 3 onward, because Final Fantasy 2 was turn-based. Number of attacks, you believe, as well? Oh, okay. And then can use a wide variety of weapons and armor for the warrior. So yeah, we'll go warrior, thief, white mage, red mage. And then you all can redeem, and I will say you can name the character and pick out of the remaining 3 slots that we have here. So we'll sit here and chill for a minute. How is the game volume, by the way? Am I having to like, shout over it? And Maz with the first pick. Who are we naming? And you can name them anything you want so long as it's TOS friendly. Don't know who, but Bofa? Let's go with the thief named Bofa. We got our thief named Bofa. Because they're about to hit you with both of these fists. Which should be great for a monk. We'll go Bofa the thief. We got Vincent the warrior. And we got a white mage and a red mage waiting for a name. And then am I correct in saying that Pixel Remaster was the first of the iterations to, like, firmly place red mage as Fim? And tutoring, naming the character. Who we got? OG manual has hers, fam. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have the original manual. You know exactly who? What are we naming the red mage? Alright, we got Zeph, which I should be able to pick, or fit all of, and then it's got Ace at the end, right? Zephace? Is that correct? Nope, just put Zeph. Okay. We'll go old school with just 4 character limit with Zeph. Easier for everyone. Gotcha. And here in a couple of seconds, I think 30 or so, that last redeem, because I did put a 1 minute timer on it as well, for anyone wondering why they can't redeem it right now. There is a 1 minute timer that was to kind of limit the, like, spree of trying to grab it. Hey, Reverie, how's it going? And then Tudrain, Maz, you two have already redeemed it. I'm gonna say let's not redeem it again unless we end up sitting here for a minute with nobody else taking it. And if nobody else takes it, I'll just name the white mage myself. Just keep it nice and fair. Give everybody a chance to nab that last name if they want. Gives me an opportunity to finish my coffee. Nice. And this is, again, such a pretty rendition of Prelude. Oh, but I'm so excited while we're sitting and waiting. I'm so excited. Did I beat this game before or first time? This is my first time playing officially. I've played the NES copy, like, here and there. I've gotten up to, like, the first boss, I think, is as far as I got. And then I didn't beat the first boss. I got my ass absolutely handed to me. But I do have, like, mild experience with Final Fantasy. And happy late Halloween to you as well. Spooky Coffee is over. Chewy Coffee is back in the commander's seat. I'm donning vampire teeth, too. Not that anyone probably noticed, or... Anyways. Fully embracing my vampiric roots with this new era now that Spooky Coffee is over. Spooky Coffee is like my excuse to don my vampire teeth and then keep them. And Shady has bitten me with the bite force of an angry dog Oofaroonie. Shady, why don't you bite yourself over to naming a character here? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Because we got our white mage here still waiting for a name. I've got an idea, but do want to give everyone a chance here. Shade, no, you have to redeem it. We can't just take it, you goober. Take it off my glove. I'm gonna smack you. Oh wait, I'm not wearing gloves. That's another variation that I was wearing gloves. Never mind. But I'm very happy to be back with Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy deep dive, as a lot of people know, it's been a kind of staple of the content pipeline for me for a very long time now. Going on 3 years. Yeah, coming up on like our 3rd year of our Final Fantasy deep dive, because it was around this time last year, no, year before, that we did Final Fantasy VIII on the PS4. And Shady, you want to name our white mage Shade? We can do that. So we got Shade the White Mage, Vincent the Warrior, Bofa the Thief, and Zeph the Red Mage. We have our party. They are locked in. These are the names we'll be seeing for our entire playthrough. And I'm also going to add, this is the only game where we will have this option. So after this playthrough, that the whole redeem, it's going away. It was a fun one-time dealio. But now loading. Ooh. Oh, this is very different from original, of course. The world lies shrouded in darkness. I think this will probably be a similar flavor text, but with, like, an intro. Dude, this is sick. The winds die. No, this is not the same. This is not the same flavor text. The seas rage. The earth decays. That's a familiar sight. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. This is getting... okay, now it is. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. This is almost word for word the beginning. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. That L almost didn't show up with that gray background. I would have maybe scooched the text over a hair. Nice. I like that opening. Oh, and then just immediately thrusting you in. Nice. I adore this re-rendition of the overworld theme. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be a treat. And this is a very, very nice stylization. Again, how's the game sound? Is it too loud? Do I need to turn it down a smidge? Or pretty good? Alright, walk speed feels pretty good. Castle Cornelia. I think it's fine. Okay, groovy. Castle Cornelia. Layout. So all the world layout should be 1-for-1, same as with the NES. We're just gonna have a much, much nicer visual presentation. The king is searching for the prophesized warriors of light. Those crystals. Could it be? And then, okay, even our characters, our NPCs are all going to have more or less same flavor text. So probably not as many unique interactions. Oh, and that was a different second line there. Welcome, travelers. I'm told you carry crystals. Is this true? It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal Bears, there's a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service has abducted Princess Sarah. Ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. Garland is a very familiar name. I've heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, Warriors of Light, and do not fail me. Yeah, Garland, very cool seeing that name pop up here. Our boy Sid in Final Fantasy XIV, of course, is Sid Garland. I want to go to this back room here. Yeah, there we go. Our reports say that Garland fled north with the princess to the Chaos Shrine. Then nothing over here. Even our main menu, kind of music got changed. Or updated, rather. And I like that, unlike Final Fantasy II onward, our menu is very original NES Final Fantasy. So it's gonna take some getting used to the older system kind of limitations. But that also shows me that 2 really was a massive leap compared to the first game. My sister! I want my sister! Also, I don't know why I was walking around with the D-pad. That felt very natural. Garland was once the greatest knight in the kingdom, but power consumed him and he lost sight of who he really was. Yeah, like, I guess it's muscle memory from playing the NES that I'm just naturally wanting to use the D-pad. Huh. Please, please save Lady Sarah. Because I'm pretty sure every other Final Fantasy, I was pretty quick to grab the analog stick and use it. Our ancestors sealed weapons within this treasure room 400 years ago. They then gave the key to the Elf King to hold until the coming of the Warriors of Light. Heard Garland and immediately started to put on a straw hat. One Piece got me so quick on that. Who the what? And hello, Dad Plaid. There's a Garland in One Piece? I don't watch anime, I'm not a weeb, so I wouldn't know. I just haven't gotten far enough to know who that Garland character is. Alright, I think that's everything in the castle. Let's buy some gear. Here we are in Cornelia. This is Cornelia, the City of Dreams. Hi there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? Hehe. Oh god, are we gonna have that weird, like, Final Fantasy IV everybody dances kind of quirk where some of them turn you, like, into pigs and stuff? Garland is a god knight, that's all I'll say for now. I've been ringing on, like, week to week as stuff comes out. Nice! Like, I want to get into One Piece, sort of, but at the same time, I know how absurdly long that series has been going for now, so it's, like, a bit of a daunting task. Also, hold on. Sully is so enamored by this. I gotta get a picture of him. He is entranced by Final Fantasy right now. He's loving this pixel art. I'm gonna drop this picture over into our Pets and Co-Pilots channel. He is glued to the TV. He's just sitting so patiently watching. Oh, what a cute little guy. Once lived far to the east of here, in the harbor city of Provoca. These days, I hear it's turned into a pirate's den. Yeah, he's all loafed up. He's, like, really, really digging the pixel art. Okay, so we have Provoca, which is turned into a pirate's den. Welcome! Got our item shop. Pretty standard prices on our items. Glad to see consistency with the games that would come after. Alright, so let me go into equipment. Oh! Okay. So we are not completely defenseless. Interesting. So Final Fantasy on the NES, you start off with, they call it clothing here, you start off with nothing on your body piece. And then, as far as weapons go, you're just completely unarmed. Like, every character you'll have is unarmed. And then you won't have a single armor piece. Yeah. Like, NES throws you out with absolutely nothing. Here, they at least give you a knife and clothes. So you could do at least something. But it is going to be better to go ahead and buy some stuff. And I do like that they keep you with that 500 gil cap, or limit, rather, for your start. Do we have any magic by default? No. Okay. So we have no magic, but we do have 2 MP apiece, with Shade and Zeph. So we got our weapon shop here. Welcome! Nunchaku, we got the knife, we got the rapier, and the hammer. Oh, interesting. The costs have gone way down. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe you start with less gil. Because I remember weapons and stuff costing like 100, 200 gil a piece. Yeah. Like, I remember them being way more on the NES. To where you had to be very, very careful about what you bought. Yeah, a lot more lenient in the Pixel Remaster. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 rapiers in that case. I'll buy a hammer for the warrior. We already have a staff, so you don't have to buy that. If you start with a white mage, you're already set as far as weapons go. And then we have the knives, so if we wanted to keep both with a knife, we could. But I'll have 2 rapiers just in case. So that's all we need there. And then I'm curious what the armor cost will be. Welcome! We have clothes, leather armor, chainmail. Okay, these are looking a little bit more consistent with Pixel, or the original clothing prices. I will buy 2 chainmail. And then I'll buy a leather armor. Because clothes, it looks like our white mage won't be able to put anything on other than clothes for now. And then we can also equip from here. So let me go ahead and equip the Oh, that's interesting. The rapier and hammer have the same attack speed, but accuracy is higher on the rapier. We'll go hammer. No shields here. And then also no helmets or anything. And then chainmail. Bofa. Voice crack. Bofa, I'm gonna give... I'll give a rapier. That's a very small price to pay with accuracy, so I'll give you a rapier for now. I'll give you that leather armor. Yeah, no shield. Staff, rapier, chainmail. Alright, so we're good with weapons and gear. And then... magic shops are gonna be back here. Oh, hello. King truly believes in Lucan's prophecy? That the Warriors of Light will come to save the princess? Oh, please, you must rescue the princess. Sage Lucan said something about finding the crescent moon. Then he just up and left town. Alright, so we need white magic for... or white mage. Oh, that's fun! I like that the shopkeep represents the respective kind of clade of magic user. Find anything to your liking. So we've got Cure... Dia, Protect, and Blink, which raises caster's evasion, raises one ally's defense. Oh, and then I like that the sprites will bounce up and down if they're a compatible wielder of that magic. Ah, and we get magic kind of slots, so we can have 3 different magics equipped at a time. So we'll go Cure. Deals damage to all undead enemies. I feel like that could be pretty useful. I'm gonna get Dia, that feels useful. And it's white mage specific, so yeah, that definitely sounds useful. Protect, I'll give to Zeph, just so we have Protect. Hey, how goes Final Fantasy 1? We are literally just getting started, so pretty good so far. And then Black Mage, definitely gonna get Fire. Then we have Sleep, Focus, and Thunder. One enemy's evasion puts all enemies to sleep. Not just one, all enemies sleep. First playthrough? Yes, it is. Well, yes. I was gonna say kind of, but yes it is. I've played the NES original, but only up to, like, the first boss. I'm gonna get Thunder. Let's get Thunder and put that on Zeph, and then that's all we can carry. It didn't look like I could... If I went in and... Let's say, for example, I wanted to get Sleep. I would have to replace one. So, if you buy one, you have to completely replace an ability. Interesting. So yeah, we won't do that. Are we on Gil? 56 Gil. I'd say we did pretty good. And then we got one more building here. There are none in need of my services. Do not lose heart, brave warriors. Oh, okay, so is this sort of like our shrines in Final Fantasy II, where if we die, or if a party member dies, we can bring them here to revive them? A lot of changes from the NES original. Yeah, I saw that immediately whenever I stepped into the shop. The prices were different. And yes, I played Final Fantasy II. So out of the ones... Oh, DualSense is low. Out of the ones that I've played 2, 4, 6, 8, 12... I've played 14 on and off, or I'm currently playing 14 on and off. Basically all the even-numbered games. So anyone that's new, hi, welcome in. Yeah, 10. I forgot about 10. Everyone new, welcome in. Hi, Chewy Coffee. You are experiencing the restart of my Final Fantasy deep dive, where I played all the games with the even numbers first, and now I'm playing the odd. So we're back at start, so I'm playing 1, 3, 5, 7 original, not remake, I'll play original, 9, 13, 15, and then after 15, then I'll play the 7 remakes, Final Fantasy Tactics, Type 0 HD, this, that, and the other. All the kind of side games. Yeah, so, gives you a quick TLDR of what I've been up to. Did I talk to you? I feel like I did. Yeah, you're the one from Provoca. I should maybe buy some potions, except I don't really have enough for potions, so never mind. I'll make do without. Thank you. Thank you. And then MP. We're at MP2. Does that mean that we only have 2 MP? I think it does. So we get 2 uses of our magic abilities for now. I guess the MP will go up. You're playing D&D, buddy? Oh fuck, you're right. I basically am. Am I right to assume that it's going to be like Final Fantasy II, where the more we use an ability, the more we get of that thing, so like the more magic we use, the higher our MP goes? Ah, shit. Nope, those will come with levels. Okay, that's unique to Final Fantasy II. Nice. Alright. I liked it a lot more in 2. I'm gonna be real. But let's get into our first fight. That's a bridge that the king was talking about. He'll bring it back. Ooh. Ooh. This re-rendition of the, fight music. Nice. Alright, and then, Shade, you have a stick. I'm gonna have you smack. Love it. Okay. That's a very nice rendition of the victory fanfare, too. I like this reorchestrated track. Let's get into another fight. Oh, just hearing it start. I love it. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna have everybody just bop that first goblin. Okay, yeah, they do go to the next target. Interesting. So on the NES original, if you just sped through the fight, like you just have them all target the same enemy. If that enemy dies, they don't retarget to the next available enemy. They just lose their turn. So that's a good quality of life improvement. I do like that a lot. They don't have auto-retargeting, so that was a quirk of the NES versions. Gotcha. Ooh, Goblin Guards. So that means I can play this basically like I did Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster. And then we do have, okay, square for auto-battle, so we can turn auto-battling on. Level 2, okay, so strength went up, level went up, HP went up big time. Intellect went up for Bofa here. With more knowledge of the Final Fantasy system. Yeah, true. And then Shade. Stamina went up, intellect and luck along with strength. I'm not seeing MP. Yeah, interesting. So... magic. It'll come with time? Okay. I'm like, I was expecting the MP to just go up. And then that is our first boss area right there. I'm gonna hit up a couple more fights, I feel like. Oh, wait. I want to run back to Cornelia. I want to check something. Nice. Pretty good cure. And then back to Cornelia. Or N. I wanted to see what the, like, N cost was gonna look like. 30 gold per night. Okay, so that is consistent with the original. Pleasant dreams, that'll replenish our health. Go ahead and stay at the end. I do love that the sprites come out and dance. Because in the original on NES, if you stayed at the end, they would not only replenish your health and everything, they would also tell you how to save your game. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Because saves didn't really exist. Instead, whenever you're turning off the system, hold the reset button, and you won't lose your progress. Like, the save, as in, you know, going here and creating your save file, it didn't work that way on the NES. Very few games had, like, proper saving on the NES, so it was more an SNES kind of improvement with internal batteries and everything like that on the cartridge. The ends were the saves in the NES version. Saving an intent would also save the game for you. Yeah. But, like, you didn't have an overworld, like, save anywhere. Which is so much better. Whoa, Crazy Horse! I don't think I ever saw Crazy Horse in my NES playthroughs. Granted, I never got very far in the game. We haven't fought the wolf enemies. There are wolves you can fight. Trying to get the wolves to spawn. Goblin guards. I like how the defense is all pretty consistent too. Come on, wolf. Nah, it's just a shitload of goblins. Air auto battle. Turn that on for a change. Maybe I'm too far up for the wolves. That's goblins again. Oh, preemptive strike. Cool. Now I feel like I'm gonna be over-leveled for the first fight. They're in the grassy area near the city. What do my sticks do again? Okay, I can turn encounters off. Let me do that, just so I'm not getting myself too crazy leveled. Because we're at level 4 already, which, for the first area, or before the like, first boss, is kind of wild. Which sounds funny, but believe me. These are all just goblins. Because there is a trophy for completing the bestiary. One thing you liked about Pixel Remaster of Final Fantasy II is it gave you the ability to switch your on-screen character. Can't do that in any other versions of Final Fantasy II. Oh, yeah. Like, if you wanted a different party, like, member to be the lead walking around the overworld, yeah. Which I don't think I ever made use of that. I think I left it more or less, just Furion the whole time. And then, I think Final Fantasy VI lets you do that as well, because I remember swapping around to see everybody's different design of, tent. Maybe it's over here? No, there isn't any grass over here, never mind. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't want to see if there's a unique encounter here. No, we do get a different background. And I have enough health now. I feel inclined to go to the inn again. Yeah, they're supposed to be one of the first enemies that you encounter. Which is why I'm so confused why they're not popping up. Heal up, good dealio. And then let's pop out of here. I don't have a chest counter or anything, so I'm gonna say there aren't treasures to have to worry about, at least in the overworld and stuff. Or town maps. That could be different in our like, dungeons proper. Skeletons, that's new. Holy shit, Zeph with a crit. Oh wait, so we had skeletons there. Maybe they'll be here. Oh yeah, I do have a spell for the undead. Let's get one more encounter there. XP is going to dramatically fall if we're too powerful for the enemy, so that's good at least. Yeah, like, we're barely getting anything from these guys. What was that item that I got? Echo Grass. Cure Silence. Okay, cool. I remember Echo Grass. Chaos Shrine, first dungeon. And then still no... Oh, that's because I'm not looking at the map. Ah, okay, so we do. We do have chest. And then Castle Cornelia has 6. Chaos Shrine has 13. Cool. Alright. And Shady with the Hydrate, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's go and grab a bottle of water in a second. Let me... Does our map just straight up show me where the chests are, like other versions? They may be in these rooms. Ah, yes. Okay. Cool. Leather cap. We will equip that onto Bofa. Give him a little extra. Ah, so they did change item names to be more in line of what would come with later iterations and in games. Ooh. Zombies hit kind of hard. And we got a potion, got a tent. Gigas worm. Whoa. So what fire is looking like. 31, okay. And level up. That's a lot of zombies. Nice critical. The zombies have a lot less health than the ghoul did, so they go down pretty easy. Next room, Black Widow, okay, I'm alright with that, that's a new enemy. Nice. Ooh, the door has been secured with the Mystic Key. So I need to find the Mystic Key. There's our wolves. That's a huge horde of enemies. Holy moly. Oh, the orange ones were the standard wolves. I thought the more bluish color would be the standard. And goblin guards, I'm not too worried about. Hot diggity dog, get out of here. A lot of XP. And then that has also been secured with the Mystic Key. Very well done. Let's see. How many potions do I have? Just 2. Just 2. Okay. In that case, magic, cure. Hey! MP did go up a little bit. So we can use a cure there. Use a cure there. Wow. Zeph's HP has barely gone up. Oh, but But MP has gone up pretty dramatically. Oh, I think I get it. So we can use level 1 spells 4 times. Level 2 spells, you get 3 uses? Or you can use up to 3 times if you have 3 MP. So that's the way that your spell, like your MP kind of incrementally goes up. You say just like D&D, like I know what that means. I've never played D&D. I don't know how the MP works in D&D. I just see it increase. Wait, we're prepping you. I guess so. Alright, 2 more Giga Swarms. Ooh, crit. Yeah, I did know that Final Fantasy 1 was basically like, oh, what's the director's name? Anyway, he wanted to make a D&D game, and then it ended up becoming, or he didn't have the rights to make it a D&D game, so he made it Final Fantasy, but it was basically his version of D&D. And then, like, a lot of it just kind of stuck. But then, as the series went on, especially, I would say, from, like, Final Fantasy 3 onward, it very much became its own thing. Had kind of solidified and forged its own identity. But 1 and 2 have a lot of those D&D kind of flarings, especially with enemy types, and some of the naming kind of conventions. And I was gonna say Amano, but no, that's the artist. Sakaguchi, right? Is that correct? Yeah! Okay, cool. Whoa! Are the bats individual enemies? Or is that... Oh, I can't go and interact with the bats. That is purely just adding some flavor to this interaction. That's so cool. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. Who's there? Huh. The king's lapdogs? Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. Here's our first boss fight. Ooh! I don't remember what his sprite looked like in the original, but the updated kind of pixel art, I'm getting some serious Final Fantasy, like, 12 and 14 vibes with that armor design. Sick. And then I'm gonna have Zeph use fire. Two hits, nice. White Mage, gonna go ahead and have you cure Vincent. Let's use Thunder. I want to see if that has any sort of difference with elemental damage. Garland, Final Fantasy 14 said all the 12 references. Yeah. It's just cool seeing it all, like, come together. Hey, and there goes Garland. Way easier than I remember it being on the NES. But we are like stupidly overpowered for this first first dungeon, I think. We got the longsword. Nice. You've come to rescue me? I'm Sarah, Princess Cornelia. Words could never be enough to thank you. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please, accompany to Castle Cornelia. Oh. And then we're just immediately going back to Castle Cornelia. Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the Warriors of Light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety. If I may. When darkness veils the world, 4 Warriors of Light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now, I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt, as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals and to the world. Nice. And that, wait just a moment. This lute has been entrusted to the Princess of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took his lute as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you on your journey. Obtain the loot. Alright. The dancing girl in town knows many odd bits of information. If you find yourself astray, try talking to her. She may know something that can put you back on course. If you wanted, you could... I mean, here in Cornelia. No, it's nothing. You should make preparations for your journey. Restore light to the crystals. Ayo? What? Sarah's thoughts are always with you. Damn, girl, like, we saved you from Garland, I get it, but, I mean, you want me to settle down that bad? Shit. The Warriors of Light! I can't thank you enough for saving Lady Sarah. I've been assigned the important task of defending Castle Cornelia. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. How do we get to these back chambers? Oh, we have a sprint button? Yo! Okay, that's handy. Oh, I wonder if we have, like, invisible kind of wall fixtures, like, Final Fantasy 2 and 3. The Warriors of Light! Yeah, we heard that one already. I don't know how I could ever thank you for rescuing Sarah. Oh yeah, that's the queen. We never spoke to her before. I never came that way. We might have missed out on some dialogue there. My sister's back and it's saying to you all, I could just kiss you. Mwah! Wow, all the fair ladies are down bad for the Warriors of Light. Oh. Oh, telling me that the bridge is back. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. Alright, that's cute, but man, what a repetitive sound effect. Yes, very good, man. Good job. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? I'm glad you asked. The 4 Warriors of Light are here. They're here in Cornelia. Yep, we're in Cornelia, alright. Oh, and it spit me back out into the castle. Let's head into the town proper. Already building the bridge, wasted no time at all. Correct, Salad. Good to see you. And I've got gil to spare, so let me go ahead and buy some potions now. Potion. Let me buy 8 for now. I'm not gonna go crazy on buying potions. Let's buy 8, and then... I haven't come across any of the status ailment, so I'm gonna hold on that. And thank you to Drink getting started on the chowdies. Appreciate that as well. Do you have anything new to say now that we've... No, you're still talking about your previous town. Hey there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? Weren't you supposed to be crossing that bridge to the north? You must really want to dance with me. Okay. Does the item shop have any new items? No. No, it does not. But we have a new sword. Equipment. Hammer. We got the long sword, which is a substantial increase in attack. Wow. We'll equip that. So I'm gonna say items probably haven't changed any. And then, yeah, you're basically our shrine. Alright, let's leave town. I'm gonna turn encounters off while I walk over to the first dungeon again. Chaos Shrine. Come back in here. The black crystal shines ominously. The air hanging in the room seems slightly distorted. Key! Okay, so we can talk to the bats. That's actually kind of funny. I thought they were just set dressing, but no, you can in fact interact with them. Is the thief named Bofa? Yes. So at the start of the stream, we had a redeem where you could name a character. And all the redeems were taken. So this is our party. We got Vincent, we got Bofa, Shade, and Zeph. Oh, and I should... Oh, I can't save in here. Not in the overworld. Yeah, we still have 10 chests in the Chaos Shrine. That sends me back outside. Let me save. Oh, hey, cool. Oh, we can swap out our... Okay, we were just talking about that earlier, too, and of course, I'm still surprised by it whenever I see it happen. That's great. Unless we have stairs somewhere. Yeah, unless we have stairs somewhere, I think that's gonna be everything I can grab for now. Alright. We must get the Mystic Key from elsewhere. Bridge is back. Naturally, I feel we should go this way. Hey, that's a familiar sight. So on the NES, that is your initial boot screen. And then I'll have the like, flavor tags here. Yeah. And so the quest began. Oh, the crawl speed's gonna be really slow. As the four warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the four crystals they held in their hands. The crystals at once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly, the time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. I do like the subtle animation that they had added, though, with the birds at start. Makes for a good thumbnail. Yes, Prelude. Cool that they moved this to here when this was your initial splash screen on the NES before you started a new adventure. So it really makes that first area feel like a tutorial. And a hero's journey, save Princess Sarah by defeating Garland. It's our first trophy of the run. Hey, Fikle, thank you for the resub. Appreciate it. Oh, it happens at the bridge on the NES too. Oh, okay. So it happens at the initial splash screen and the bridge? Oh, so the text scrolls in the NES version. Okay. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Is this the Android version? No, we are playing the Pixel Remaster version on PS4. A Gigas worm out here in the wild? Easy. Oh, Zeph, you are awful low on health. I just realized. Oh, goodness. Magic, use, cure. Let's get Zeph back to mostly full health. Hey, that's a cave. And those are cobras. Okay, they go down pretty easy. Nice. 100 XP! Okay. And field research basic. 10% of the bestiary. Okay, already getting a second trophy. Oh, what in the Master Matoya? Frontwards, backwards. Anyway, you see, such a strange spell, the swish swisheree. But it didn't elect a swish swisheroo. Okay. Matoya! Oh my god! Ouch. Who else would be in here? Look, I didn't know that Master Matoya from 14 was a reference to Final Fantasy 1, okay? My eye. Ouch. I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. Who could have stolen it from me? Crystal eye, that wouldn't be the crystal eye from the dungeon, would it? Can I talk to Matoya? My eye, ouch, can't see it. No, okay, you're saying the same thing. Yeah, it's my first playthrough of Final Fantasy 1. Fikle, I thought you were familiar with my whole Final Fantasy deep dive shtick. Anyway, I don't think you'll mind if I take your potions and your antidote. Thanks, Matoya. And that's all the chest in here. Okay. I love that. And then, is that going to be marked on... Matoya's cave! It's marked on the map. I love it. So, Is that the crystal ball that Garland had stolen? Now I want to go back. Yeah, I want to go all the way back and see if I can grab it. Vin with the crazy hits over here. I have played 14, not 15. I have played 16. I played basically all the even-numbered games. Now we're going back and playing all the odd, speakly. So we're essentially restarting on the deep dive. And then these guys are gonna be chump change. So we'll play 1, 3, 5, original 7, 9, 13, 15. And then we'll go from there. We turn encounters off. Because all these enemies are going to be pretty wimpy. Black crystal shines ominously. They're holding... Yeah, no, okay, so that didn't do anything. And then that way is completely blocked off, so we are pretty set to where we can't venture off on the wrong trail. Let me go to the inn real quick. Yeah, let me go to the inn. I got plenty of gil. Oh, I never talked to these guys. Let me talk to you. I would be most happy to teach you about equipment. Would you care to listen? I feel like I know what I'm doing by this point, but I'll enlighten you, sure. Or I'll allow you to enlighten me. Equipment can be split into 2 categories, weapons and armor. Equipping a weapon will increase your attack rating. There are 4 types of armor: shields, helms, gloves, and body armor. Any armor you wear on your body, including armlets, is classified as body armor. Shields are held in one hand, while helms are worn on the head. Don't get them mixed up. Don't put your shield on your head, you look like a goober. I did that once. Remember that the weapons and armor you find won't do any good unless you equip them from the main menu. Selecting optimal will automatically equip the strongest weapons and armor in your inventory. You'll probably do it all manually anyway. If you need to know about items, you've certainly come to the right person. As long as you're here, why not here, eh? It never hurts to carry a lot of potions, antidotes, and the like with you. Stocking up on items in advance will help you conserve your magic for the times you need it most. And let's move on to sleeping bags, tents, and cottages, shall we? I love a good snooze. These 3 splendid items allow you to restore your HP and MP. You can only use them outdoors, though. In addition to these traditional items, certain pieces of equipment may be used as items as well. The only way to know if a given piece of equipment has a use is to try it out. So experimentation is key. I told my wife that, and she left me. In the course of your travels, you'll come across unique items that are known as key items. They're like keys, but items. Some key items have an effect when used in a specific location. Would you like to tarry for just a moment to hear about monsters? There are many types of monsters, and different types have different weaknesses. Finding a monster's weakness will help you gain the upper hand in battle. For example, aquatic monsters are susceptible to lightning. Have you ever played Pokemon? Think about Pokemon typings. It might help you, but it also might not. You've played other Final Fantasies. You know where I'm getting at with this. Casting thunder on these monsters will do particularly heavy damage. Some weapons are also more effective against certain monsters. I've been known to give quite the lecture on the use of magic. Interested? There are 2 schools of magic, black and white. White magic is comprised of healing and defensive spells, while black magic spells are of the offensive variety. Each level of Black and White magic contains 4 distinct spells. However, any given character can only learn 3 of the 4 spells of a particular magic level. You can use the forget command to wipe your memory of any spell you previously learned. It's sort of like forgetting moves in Pokemon. If you want to relearn a spell you've previously forgotten, you can do that too. Try to choose a combination of spells that work well with your fighting style. Yeah, so find the typings that you like, find the defensive magics that you like, and make a build that works for you. Pleasant dreams! Wow, there's like an entire separate conversation going on in the coffee crew. I'm here for it. You guys discuss away while I read tutorials. I returned from my brief excursion. It's way colder out there than it looks. Yeah, it's been pretty chilly. And then I'm gonna turn encounters off again while I walk back to where I need to be. So we're over by Matoya's cave. Turn encounters on. A lone goblin guard. You chose the wrong day to fuck around with my tight crew. And it's also a dead end, so I need to come back this way. Into the desert. Whoa, an ogre! Okay, here goes. The Gigas worms I'm not too worried about. That ogre. Okay, 15, not too bad. There we go. Okay, ogre's taken care of. Very spongy. Not too bad. Shade with a critical hit. And level ups all around. And Apprentice Warrior, that is for defeating 100 monsters, very nice. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the gist of what is increasing with each level. Thief gets a lot more HP, I guess, to counter their weaker defense skill. And then if I go into status, it should just straight up tell me. Yeah, like, Vincent's defense is at 15, whereas Bofa, he's got 5. So that's a significant drop. And then Shade with defense of 1. And then Zeph, surprisingly, same defense as Vincent. Actually, aside from the way that they play, I'm seeing a lot of similarities between Red Mage and Warrior in regards to, like, raw defense. I feel like both would be a viable, like, party lead, quote-unquote. Like, that would be your warrior type. You'd swap, pick and choose. Red Mage has lowest HP, but at least they get armor. Yeah, you can counteract a lot of the... you can counteract a lot of the lower health kind of handicaps with armor. Later on, they show their traits a lot more. Nice. And we got a big winding... That's a lot of horses. And we got jumped. So we gotta sit and wait. Alright, that horse fled. I'm gonna turn auto battle on. There we go. What do we got here? Not a damn thing. Oh boy, another ogre. We're pretty good on health. I'm gonna turn auto battle on. Nice, nice. Ooh. Big hit. No more worms. Hey, that's a settlement. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's Provoca, so this should be a pirate's den, according to our flavor text from our gentleman back in Cornelia. Save my game now that we're outside of here. Alright. Provoca, let's see what we got here. Please help us! Are you not... Please help us! Not gonna elaborate? I need more to go off of than just please help us. I'm gonna check out your inn first before I do anything. Please, come in. We charge 50 gil per night. Would you like to stay? Okay, so it does go up per settlement. Or different settlements seem that they'll have different inn cost associated with them. I don't think it scales with damage taken or levels like in Final Fantasy II. So I wonder if that means later on, when I can travel around more efficiently, if running all the way back to Cornelia would be a better means of saving a little gil. Those blasted pirates, they're running around looting and pillaging like they own the place. Oh, okay, so we got pirates running amok here. Check out our white mage shop. Blindness, silence, null shock, and invis. Null shock. That's a new one. Blindness is not. That's like your upgraded blind from previous games. But null shock, I don't remember null shock from any of the ones that I've played thus far. Unless it was a spell that I just completely slept on. Now what about Black Mage? What have you got for me? Blizzard, Dart, Temper. Raises one ally's attack, so that almost works like Berserk, but without the cause, or without the effect of making it to where they can only attack. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like that they didn't just outright replace a lot of... Yeah, because Final Fantasy II's Berserk did that without the added effect of making it to where they were locked out of magic, defense, anything like that. For X amount of moves. Or time. It's cool that they like... Yes, they update some of the spells and items to have their names from later games, but others, they keep that original naming. Temper was glitched on the NES and just didn't work. I feel like that was a running theme with the NES, because the coding for the NES was just weird like that. Okay, so we have the hammer. We can buy the broadsword. We also have the scimitar. Oh, but the scimitar isn't as powerful. Oh, and the cost, it certainly shows, too. You have the longsword. Okay, that explains. I was thinking broadsword was the same as what we had, but no, it's not. So in that case, I'll buy a broadsword. We'll buy a scimitar. And I'll give the scimitar to Bofa here. That's a very mild increase from the rapier. Okay. Wow, Except for what's that, but that's more from stats than anything. Ah, yes, the old tried and true. Why do they find it? Why do they call it Final Fantasy if there are so many of them? Yes. Yes. Yeah, they legit, like, with the original Final Fantasy, Square Enix was facing bankruptcy, and they needed they needed a hit on their hands, and a hit they got. Saved the company, gave them a new IP to play with, and then they ran with it. And that wasn't the actual reason? Oh, it's a fan reason that became viral marketing. Okay, so disregard. It's a fun story, though. But not the story. That's our pirate dude. Let's save that for later. You're just saying you need help. Oh, I gotta walk past them to get to... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can walk past them. No big deal. Item shop. Even the team was like, "This is great." No, let people have it. That's pretty funny. Whenever the team is going with it, you know you're onto something. All right, I'm not gonna buy any items here. I will take a look at that armor. Gamers being gaslit is a surprisingly common occurrence. Fecal, don't feel too bad. Okay, so we have the iron armor, that's new. We have the leather shield, and then we have the leather gloves. Oh, wait. Okay, so leather shield, I'm gonna buy one of those. Leather gloves, I'm gonna buy 2 of these. And then equipment. Oh, it does take up a different slot. In that case, buy 2 more of those. I'm not gonna buy the iron armor, because that'll be all the remaining gil that I have. But I'll give you the shield. Give you those. Give you those. Gloves all around! Everybody gets gloves for the coming winter. And you didn't have any headpieces. No, you did not. And then... Oh, you're only giving 2 MP, or 2... Wait a minute, what? Scimitar staff, broadsword. Oh, we only have 3 knives because White Mage, if you choose that, they don't start with a knife. So selling stuff isn't really gonna give me much. So there's not a lot of reason for me to sell anything, sort of like previous games. Alright, we'll move on. My favorite Final Fantasy I meme build that I see people talking about is, people running an entire party and nothing but white mages. Though I think that's more viable in Final Fantasy on the NES, just because it's kind of busted like that. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taken on the great pirate bike. Kill home, boys! Aye, aye, Captain. We'll make their bones go crunch. That's a lot of pirates! Whoa! Alright, pirates aren't too tough. Yeah, they go down nice, easy. Throw you off the horde of enemies. Right, that's the lackeys taken care of. I'd be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? You obtain a ship. Okay. So is the ship gonna work like our canoe in Final Fantasy II, or is it gonna be like the ship? Don't tell me, I'll find out. I've had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. You believe me, don't you? Sure, take your word for it. Because of you, we didn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. I don't think there are any ports to the north. Ship can only dock at a port, you know. Oh, that's what those... Okay. So it kind of works like the canoe. Judging by that text, it'll work similarly. We don't have any chests here. What's in this building? Wait. Oh, that's our temple. Guy invested all his gold in his crew and we just came and obliterated them. He was actually a first-time pirate. And we just, like, completely broke his dream. There are many monsters in the Aldean Sea. Best be careful. Aldean Sea, monsters, careful, gotcha. Save our game. Yeah. Okay, and there's our ship. So we can dock it at the various dock points. Hey, Sahagin! Those are from Final Fantasy XIV. I know these guys. Out of the Final Fantasy games that I've played, which one was my favorite? It changes kind of day to day. When I finished Final Fantasy VIII, that was definitely my favorite up until, like, I played Final Fantasy XII. Then I was saying Final Fantasy XII was my favorite. And then I like, most recently I finished 16. I'm playing 16 again on my own time to do Final Fantasy difficulty. And I gotta say, Final Fantasy 16 is just so damn good. So I think I might have to give it the 16. And then I might follow it up with Final Fantasy VIII. Like, 12 is really good. I like the story. It's a little muddy at times because it's a lot of names and a lot of characters to try and keep up with in a very short amount of time. And I think that was a flaw of 12 that Final Fantasy 16 handled a lot better. Because it did the same thing where it's giving you a lot of new names and faces to keep up with, but it gives you more time with them. Then Final Fantasy VIII was just really tight. I just really like the story of that one. It went a little ballsy and, like, off the wall a couple times, like going into fucking space. But overall, solid. It wasn't too much. And it's just special to me because my first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy VIII. And then afterwards I played 10, and then I went back to 2, 4, and 6. I had a really weird play order starting off. But anyway, like I had all that going on. But 16 was so good. That's a lot of Sahagin. Yeah, like, I feel the pacing in 12. If they had put more focus in some areas, it would easily be, like, one of the best Final Fantasies. But it was a really good end-off. Yeah, I didn't read the rest of that. Vampinella and Fran could have been lifted out of the plot. No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. Because those are all very important characters. like, Vaughn is quote-unquote annoying for a lot of people. I don't agree with that. But I can kind of see where people are coming from. He has a very, like... He grows over the course of the story. And by the end of it, he fulfills his character goal of becoming the Sky Pirate. Granted, it's immediately robbed from him because a certain character is not really gone. but anywho. And then Pinello is important to keep Vaughn kind of anchored down. Without Pinello, I feel like Vaughn would be a more reckless character. She's there to keep him like wrangled in. And then Fran is just like the other half of Balthier. You couldn't take Fran out and have Balthier be as good as he is. Of course they do. Of course they contribute to the main narrative. And then I'm low on health. I'm gonna use some of those potions I bought. Oh, those give a lot more health than I was thinking. Okay, yeah, and there we go. Now we're good. So I need to find one of those ports that I came across. So many Sahagin. Oh, I just realized that the weapon sprites updated and changed. Alright, takes care of that. Oh, we can go under the bridge! That's what it is. Okay. Oh, Buccaneers. New enemy type. Because the other guys were just straight up pirates, right? They weren't Buccaneers. Anyway, they're toast. And then that gives us kind of a shortcut of getting to Matoya's. Forget that you can go under the bridge all the time. It seemed like the main purpose of that port was just to have a shortcut to Matoya's. And another level up. Nice. Alright, back in Cornelia. Now I get to experiment. Yeah, okay, it's 30 gil a night, so that did not go up. So I'm gonna stick with my gun, saying that each settlement area will have its own gil cost attributed to it. Let me get back on my boat. I'm gonna turn encounters off. Let me sail back to here. Turn encounters on. Now, go on foot. There's gonna be a lot of, like, figure it out on your own with Final Fantasy 1 in regards to where I'm supposed to go. Auto battle back on. Alright. Anything over here? The wood sprite looks different. I don't know why. There wouldn't be any chocobos, because there aren't any chocobos in Final Fantasy 1. It made me think chocobo woods. With the way those trees were showing like that. I think it's just some variety to the world art. I was so ready for a chocobo, but yeah, chocobos were first introduced with Final Fantasy 3, right? Because they weren't in 2. Right? Yeah, they weren't in 2. My first Final Fantasy with chocobos was 4. Right? Were they in 2? I can't remember. They were in 2. Okay, so I know Sid was introduced with 2. I didn't know chocobos also came with 2. There's only the one chocobo forest. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. So you see them so infrequently. Oh, and there's another dock right there. That's a really funky placement for a dock. Hi, scorpions. Ooh. Hit kind of hard. And that's a poison. Holy moly. I might have taken a wrong turn. I might not need to be here. Yeah, that was a lot of XP, so that's telling me not that way. So we'll come here to the, yes, resurrect Vincent. Yeah, I know I'm poisoned. I'm trying to get to the end. Arise, fallen warrior! And then, hopefully... hopefully 22 HP is enough to get to that end. Cutting it close. Phenomenal. And then I'm hoping that... Staying at the end did not replenish. Okay. So in that case... Use my one and only antidote. There we go. I should have remembered that... status effects typically don't get... cured with the M. That was like a much later Final Fantasy thing. Hell, I think Final Fantasy VIII was the first one that I played that had that. Because I don't remember that being a thing in any of the Pixel games. Oh, I have so much gil. Okay, in that case, give me like 10 antidotes. By like 19 potions. Restores 1 MP for each magic level. Fascinating. And then I'm gonna buy... I'll buy 2 Phoenix Downs. I'm gonna chalk up those scorpions to me taking a wrong turn. Like, I should not have been there. Because that's going to be a very Final Fantasy 1 kind of thing. Because 2 did the same, where if you're coming across enemies that are absolutely beating your ass, you're probably in an area you're not ready for. And it's the game's way of, like, keeping you locked to the right zone. Remember the game being so stingy I counted a lot of the puzzle minigames to get items early? Oh yeah, there's like... I don't even know where that is. Configuration? Because there's a puzzle minigame, there's a trophy Uh, there's a trophy for it. No, I'm not gonna take the boat. I will save my game, though. We're gonna move down this way. That's a dock. I have encounters on, right? Oh, now they're on. That was a dead end. That's a werewolf, but it's accompanied by 3 goblin guards, so I think we're okay here. Oh yeah, no, we're good. I like that that shark immediately said, nah, wrong party, and tried to flee. Whip out my map. So the king mentioned continent to the north. That would be that entire other continent. But I gotta find a way to get out. Yeah, we're like stuck on this inland sea. Castle Cornelia, Chaos Shrine, Matoya. Yeah, no, Vincent's all caught up. Good deal. No, I don't need to talk to the king. Then I feel like I'll get access to that back room. Wait a second. Oh, I see what I do. Oop. Huzzah. Run all the way around. Then I never walked past him. Because I never talked to you. Our ancestors sealed weapons within this treasure room 400 years ago. They then gave the key to the Elf King. So we did hear that. So that's secured with the Mystic Key. Secured with the Mystic Key. Same Mystic Key that'll open up the chest in the towers. Okay. Got it. Hey, Bonkai, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Well, let's talk to our dancer girl. Wait, what? Let's take a peek at your reflection in the water. Ugh, you're filthy. Use this to wash up. What? Excuse me? Rude. You gonna dance with me? Have you been to the Western Keep? They say the crown from the Marsh Cave can restore the fallen keep. Run that by me one more time? Western Keep? Yeah, okay. So I need to go to the Western Keep. Doing good? How am I? I am doing great. I'm back in my zone playing Final Fantasy. Resuming our deep dive. You know what? Let me stop by the inn. Yeah, let me stop by the inn. 30 guilds, nothing. I'll get that from a monster fighter too. So, Western Keep. I guess I need to get in my boat and just sail around. Sahagin, get out of here. Get off my boat. Nice. And then there is a dock right here. That's a lot of Sahagin. That's fine. We'll just set an example of them. Oh, for the minigame, if you missed it, hold X and then mash 0, circle with the when on the ship. Okay. So many Sahagin. Go away. Yeah, get out of here. Scram. Good XP. Hold X and then mash circle? It's not doing anything. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Oh, we're on a different continent. Let me save my game. Hey, that's a cave. I'll check that out. Nice. Alright, cave time. Mount Duragar. These fucking dwarves? Lally-ho! Oh, Lally-ho! Yes, they're dwarves! Hey, you got our smith, eh? And the smithy is. Hey, Crystal, I even a blind can see. Heard the dark Vestos nicked the one belonging to Matoya. Oh, the elf took Matoya's crystal ball. Had to do some emergency trampoline repair. What'd you miss? Not too much. We got a boat. Now we're talking to dwarves. That's so and I. That's Narek. He's smashing rocks in the back of the cave. I know when it comes to defense, a good armlet can be every bit as vital as body armor. You should try one out sometime. That's so and I. That's Narek. He's smashing rocks in the back of the cave. There might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure room when they sealed it up. This is delightful. I love these little fellas. Hey, don't mind if I do. Hey, Crystal, I even the blind can say. Heard the dark Vestos nicked the one belonging to Midoriya. Gain 575 gil and 450 gil. How many more chests have you fellers got? I got 10. Okay. I'm gonna keep poking my head around. If only I could have some of the legendary metal adamantite, I'd be able to craft such a magical sword. Adamantite, you say? Not so fast, those are just for display. You cannot have a fight with them. Ooh, oh wow, their cave goes quite far. Oh, this might be where Dora's been scared with Mystic Key. Are you who I'm looking for? Gads! There's a giant rock on my path. And I'm so close to opening up my canal too. Only had a wee bit of nitro powder. I could nap that rock in one poof. Okay, so I need to find you some nitro powder. So that is something that we'll come and do later. Ogre. They're not so scary now. Noise. Yeah, give me that. Let's go magic, cure. Spread some heals around. Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself while you're at it. Good dealio. There should be a keep to the west. Wolves and werewolves. So we're still fighting enemies that are within our kind of scale. So I haven't strayed too far off my path. Just hitting this with a lot of them. Level ups for everyone but Vincent. Okay, and then that looped around. Let me turn encounters off for a second. Keep to the west. No. Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Let me go back into the... Going back into the mountain. I want the armlet. Did I ever go in here? Yeah, I talked to you. Alright, I've spoken to everybody in here. You're just talking about adamantite. I got those chests. That's our ship. Yeah, and the ship's too big to fit down the smaller channels. To keep to the west, I'm gonna assume that was talking about the dwarves. Let me visit Matoya again. Can't see a blasted thing without your eye. Okay, so no, saying the same thing. There weren't any other settlements there. We got Provoca here. That area is just another set of inn rooms. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. Are there any other houses that I could go into? Oh, I never talked to you. I fled here from Melmond, a town far to the west. It is truly a pitiable sight. The earth rots and monsters attack in the night. Is there nothing you can do to help? Melmond. Okay, that gives me, you know, surprisingly something to work with. Melmond. So maybe it is something maybe further down into the west. Like here, maybe. Save. Turn encounters on. If I'm getting absolutely ass blasted, I'll know I'm in the wrong place. Those are wargwolves, so I'm gonna say we're good. And got an antidote. That is a settlement. Melmond. This is the Elven Castle. Not what I'm looking for, but we are looking for the Elf King. He's got Matoya's eye. Astro's curse has put our prince into a deep sleep from which he cannot wake. Please, will you not aid our slumbering prince? Same text. The Dark Elf King Astos stole into the castle and placed a curse on our prince. Then Astos carted away the castle's treasure. No treasure? Again, that's a prince. They are sure enough asleep. The prince has slept under Astos' curse for 5 years now. That's a long sleep. Man, I could use one of those. There must be a concoction that can rouse one's sleep. One who sleeps so. But where? Just going off of what I know of Matoya, I feel like Matoya might play a part in that, but Matoya's not going to help us unless we can get her eye back. Dwarves live in a cave on the western edge of the Aldean Sea. They're a friendly bunch. Alright, and that just looped me around there. There are 4 chests here, but their treasure is locked away. So no, there are not 4 chests here. There will be 4 chests here later, or they're in that building and I gotta figure out how to get in there. Walk around. It's down here. Yep, with the mystic key. Okay, so same key as everywhere else. Treasure room has been scared with the mystic key. So that is our Elven keep. No, keep encounters on. We're good here. Werewolf, Goblin Guard. Werewolf be gone. So, will there be another settlement further out this way? Okay, Geese Worm, Ogre, we're still good. I'm gonna use my potions. Yeah, use potions, heal up. Yeah, we'll give one to Zeph. Any, that's a curious hole. Oh, Marsh Cave. What was it with the Marsh Cave again? I like that the bats, we can just talk to them. Oh yeah, the crown. Hi, slime. I guess now I see if I'm up to snuff with the slime. I'm gonna say yes. Except... yeah, okay, look. Quote me out of context all you want. I know a curious hole when I see one. Oh, you know what? Does the slime behave the same way as clams? No, well, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to fight another set of slimes. Gray ooze. Fire certainly did more. Except, no, it didn't. That's weird. Yeah, the gray ooze didn't behave the same way. Or that didn't do what I thought it would. Alright, that's B2. Pull my map out. Of course, room's on, like, the total opposite side. Alright, turning encounters off. Just so I can run over there and get these damn chests. I know it's mostly slime waiting for me in here, so I have absolutely no... What the hell? Okay. Where does this lead, pray tell? B2... Okay, in that case, turn my encounters on. Oh, we have werewolves down here. Oh shit, you still have fire. Don't want to use up your fire doing that. How much MP do you have? Oh! Oh, Zeph has a lot of MP. Viclay, I can't... I have no idea what you're talking about. But just to err on side of caution, please do abide by the no backseating rule, Article 12 of the Chewy Coffee Accords, and all that jazz. I'm going to assume that you're pulling my leg with that. When the hell did I get so many antidotes? Did I buy 10 antidotes and I forgot? Oh, and Vincent is poisoned. Man, fuck green slime. All my homies hate green slime. Oh, I did buy a ton when I... Okay. I forgot. Alright. Green slime, I'm gonna hit you with fire. That does... Okay. So... Blue ooze... We can pop them all we want. Green slime... May I offer a helpful advice? No. I'm just kidding, what is it? Hey, that's a chest. Contained a potion. Go into a room and open my map. Oh, because we're in a room, it'll show me It'll show me the rooms that have chests. Okay. I can already see where that's going. And, yes, yeah, we were playing the Pixel Remaster. Unless Sal was saying yes to, or... No, I don't know. Streamer gets confused while streaming. More at 11. Hey, skeletons be gone. And then Vincent is no longer afflicted with anything. That's good. In that case, potion up. Yeah, potion up. Oh, yeah, sure enough. Okay.
I'm Guardian.
Hey, thank you for the bits. How you doing, Gabatron? Wish I could say it, but alas, you must away. No problemo. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it all the same. Waiting on a sale for the bundle. Were you happy with buying them? Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely grab these if you can grab them on sale. Worth it. Stay handsome. I'll try. You do the same, my friend. Gargoyles. These are new. A little spongy. The sprite is not what I was expecting with Gargoyle. I was expecting more Keith David than Alien. Hey, broadsword. Equipment. Zeph. You already have the broadsword. Never mind. You get nothing! It's a lot of enemies we can pretty soundly fight normally until we get to the green slime. So I'm gonna fire green slime. There we go. Takes care of that. And then everything else we should be able to just smack away at. Ooh, wait a minute. Still sad the Final Fantasy 13 series isn't available on PS4 and PS5. Same. Because otherwise, pretty much every Final Fantasy game is available on PS4 and 5. Aside from 13. Because I'll be playing all the games on PS4 or 5 until I get to 13. And then I'll be playing the Xbox 360 version, because those are, as far as console ports go, the best way to play them. Most consistent frame rate, upscaling in a couple of the game's cases, and frame rate boost. Yeah, Final Fantasy 13-2 and Lightning Returns, they both got frame boost. Final Fantasy 13, the first one, it did not. And then that is everything here. I need to get over to that ladder. And hello, Trendo. Good to see you. I think I can turn on auto battle here. We got stunned, but that's okay. Bloodbones, you got some health, my dude. Get out of here. Good grief. Hey, and Thrifty Spender. Obtain 10,000 gil. Well, okay then. Two werewolves, nothing to it. Yeah, get out of here. Werewolves be gone. Vampires are cooler. I said it. Not biased at all. Alright, level ups. I should probably use a couple potions. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Well, so Crystal Chronicles. That one, Crystal Chronicles is on PS4. The sequels and side games for Crystal Chronicles, no, those aren't. But I think most Crystal Chronicles enjoyers would prefer not to think about those titles anyway. And hey, Adaro, how's it going? That's a lot of doors. Whoa, that's a lot of doors. Good thing I learned a new little trick. Oh, lovely. I don't know which one's the one doing the stunning. I don't know if it's a crawler or if it was blood bones. I'm gonna say it was probably crawler. No, we should be good. Yeah, it was crawler. Have I used DA yet? I have not. I have not used DA yet. Yeah, they died really quickly. I may be a touch over-leveled for this zone. Hey, a Phoenix Zone. That'll come in handy. And then I can save myself time by... Alright, we've got a chest there. Got 2 chests, 3 chests. A chest surrounded by statues, so it's not suspicious at all. Fascinating. Okay. Okay. I feel like I've seen all the enemies here. I'm gonna turn encounters off. So we got a chest here. That's a lot of gil. And then... nothing in here, but I'm just using this door to... okay. Yes, 2 of the Crystal Chronicles games were Wii exclusive. Cottage, potion... Copper armlet. That might be Vincent. No. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we'll replace your clothes with the copper armlet. That's a statement. I'm gonna replace your clothes with a copper armlet. Yeah, no big deal. Nothing to see here. Yeah, mage armor is weird, yeah. I was just about to say. Now we got these, like, statues coming into play. Quick save, yeah. Also, am I crazy or is that chest a different color? I'm turning counters on. Monsters! Okay, they're a monster chest. That's what it is. Whoa! Pisco demons! Cthulhu-Fhtagn, am I right, guys? Holy moly, did they hit hard. Hey, I might not be ready for these guys. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna turn auto battle on. Just take me out. Yeah, I don't think we were ready for these guys. Party was defeated. Womp womp. Yeah, we'll start from here. turning counters back off. So that tells me that if they've got statues by them, that's probably a monster chest. That's such an interesting way of denoting that. So I'll turn encounters on in that case. Get stronger. Oh, Tarantula didn't poison me. That's good. But we were. Or maybe it wasn't the Tarantula that poisoned me. Maybe it was something else. Oh. Green slime. Piss off. Magic, fire. Having to use strategy in my Final Fantasy? Tisk tisk. Oh crap, that's right. They're gonna, like, target onto the wrong enemy now. Didn't work the way I wanted it to. There we go, now I can auto battle. And Vincent leveled up. Items! Use those antidotes. Secured with the Mystic Key. Okay. I'm gonna turn that off for a second. Also secured with the Mystic Key. Are all of these going to be secure with the Mystic Key? Mystic Key? Mystic Key, yes. Okay. So in that case, let me up in here real quick. That's our way back up. All these doors are Mystic Key. That one's a monster chest. Want to be careful with that. Alright. It's gonna be it with this floor. Was there another ladder anywhere? Yeah, there's a ladder there. Are you a different bat now? Okay. I don't know what I expected talking to a bat. Oh, but you know what? That was a second... That was a different second floor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that was a different second floor. Obtained a dagger. That's not really an improvement. Yeah. Unless you're somehow able to... I'm sorry, you can equip the hammer? You... Well, equip the hammer. Okay, then. Go ham. I don't care. Today I learned. I was, like, the whole time I'm sitting there wondering, oh, when am I gonna get a better staff? I had a better staff. It was a hammer, Chuckle Nut. Stretch Rooney. Oh no, Bofa, you're stunned. Whatever. I feel like Bofa is gonna have some real guy energy. Like, Bofa probably speeds Beaver. Ghouls and zombies. Oh, the ghouls can stun. That's not good. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. This will be very interesting. Oh boy. Oh, okay, the stun does wear off after a minute. That's good. I thought we were gonna have to sit there and completely rely on our white mage, now wielded with a powerful hammer, to save the day. Oh, piss off. Green slimes, really? Alright. Magic. Oh no! Oh, and you're out of MP. Damn it. I just gotta accept whenever I play Final Fantasy games, I'm gonna chastised by most of viewers for playing the game wrong. Damn. Yeah, if only there was a spell that I had that was good for undead. Imagine that. Hell yeah. Alright, then antidote. Items. Antidote. Oh my god, door. There we go. Potion. 1100 gil. There's like nothing else here. Okay, encounters off in that case. There are all these bats. Is there a bat that is different from the other bats? I feel like I'm gonna have to check. Double check this room situation too. Alright. No, it does not appear so, and we don't have the invisible pathway situation going on. So let me bust up out of here. Out of the curious hole. We had fun in there, though. I'm gonna leave encounters off while I walk back to the settlement. God, did I really walk that far? Wow. Well, okay then. Counters on. Hi, Cobras. Of course we get poison. God damn it. Item. Antidote. Bofa. They don't have any... No, they don't have any shops. Okay. Back on the ship we go. Let's head back to Cornelia. Heal up, restock. Pleasant dreams, thank you. Alright, well rested. What level is everyone? 12? Okay. And then I wanted the item shop. Potions, I'll buy 22. I have so much gil. Okay. Antidotes. Like 27 of those bad boys. And then we haven't come across these status effects, but let me buy like 20 of those, 20 of these. Like really stock up. Gold needle. Four of those, sure, why not? Remedy. Here's ailments except stone and KO. Okay. Ether. Buy a few of those. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. MP is looking pretty good. Yeah. I think we're good. Let me talk to you again. Are you still saying the same thing about Western Keep? Yeah, Marsh Cave can restore a fallen keep. Whip out my map. So we went to the Marsh Cave. All those chests were locked by the Mystic Key. Cooked for the day, off to sleep. Absolutely, Feekley. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. Is there anything else down here? That's the Elven City. You want a hint? Not yet. Let me do some more running around. Because there was still a spot that I hadn't checked out, I think. Yeah, I hadn't been here. Western Keep. There we go. So let me save out here. Now that we are at our Western Keep. Nice music. We have a room over there. Okay. Oh, and there's a door right there that I just completely ignored. Secured by the Mystic Key. Run all the way back around. Aha! I was tricked by Astos, kin to the Dark Elves, and now my castle has fallen into ruin. If I could only retrieve the crown from the Marsh Cave, I would be able to restore my castle. Might you bring me the crown? Are you shitting me? Okay. Back to the Marsh Cave. Oh? What? Oh, that's not the door. That'd be why. Alright. So, Western Keep. I need to get back to the Marsh Cave. Let me turn encounters off. All the way down there. Into the mysterious hole again. I'm gonna check out down here again real quick. But I'm pretty sure all of our chests were locked behind whatchamacallits. Unless I gotta defeat the Cthulhu dudes. That might explain it. And they were in here? Yeah, they're in here. Alright, quick save again. Monsters. Are these considered undead? Let's find out. And then magic. No, they are not undead. But we are faring far better this go-around. Cure, Vincent. Let's go fire. That really didn't do much. Worked out, but it didn't do much. And there we go. They're defeated. You obtain the crown. There you have it. Alright. In the right spot. Just hadn't fully executed. As one does. So now, to take this back to the king, he will bestow upon us, I can only assume, the Mystic Key. Where's my door? There, this way. Yeah. Oh, nope. Back in the hole. There we go. Done exploring the mysterious holes for the time being. Until I get this key, and then I'll go right back. Encounters on. You fools fell right into my trap. God damn it. I am Aestos, king of the Dark Elves. That bastard. With the combined power of the crown you now hold and the crystal eye I already possess, I will become the true Elf King. It is useless to resist me. I can take what is mine by sheer force. You'll see about that. Oh, Zeph, you are so low on health. Slow up, whatever. Let me try fire, see what that does real quick. decent. Standard hits all around. Yeah, hitting will be better with Zeph. Until I get better magic. Thundara. Yikes. Oh, and that might be a wipe. Shit. Okay. Yeah, start from my recent save. Well, now that I know that he's gonna turn on me, going to heal up. Such a long trudge back. Good grief. Back to not the castle. Back to Cornelia. We'll heal up at the inn. There's really not much else I can do prep work-wise. Except come up with a better strategy. Because the only other town with magic that we've had has been Provoke over here. Check back with it. Let me see what they had. White magic first. See, like, I feel like silence will be good, but I bet he's immune. But I'll get it. I've got... Oh, the level 2 slots are different. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Null Shock. Yeah, that'll be good. Reduces lightning. And then I'll grab silence. I didn't realize that each tier of spell would have a different slotting of 3s. So that increases the amount of spells you carry by a lot. I thought you only ever had 3 spells, and that was that. That makes a lot more sense. And then I'm gonna leave that 3rd slot open for now, just to save myself the gil. And then Black Mage, Black Magic, head over here. So yeah, with that knowledge, I'll cast Slow. Maybe we can beat him to it. Blizzard. Let's go Temper. Yeah, let's go full raw black magic on level 2 for now. I can always replace one later. That's why you start out with so many zeros in there. Oh, well, yeah, it's because of each tier. Okay. And then that's how many... So if I'm reading it right, that's how many uses of that spell type that you get. Like White Mage, so I could use Cure 6 times. I could use my level 2 spells 4 times. So much and so forth. Like, it'll increase with levels. Okay. And then item-wise, I don't think I'll get much better than that. Save my game. It's not any faster going this way. No. And Shady, thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate it. Which, I need to get that water still. Yeah. Hey, how about that? In that case, let me, mute that. Let's get Chocobo and Chill going. I'll be right back. My goodness, thank you so much. Yep, muted. Yep. Saw a microphone and wondered, what do you mean with that? Anyways. Fighting the goblin. Elf. King, whatever. Creature. Nah. Magic. Null shock. Magic. Try slow. See if we can hit you with it. Thundara. It still hits for so damn much. No, and okay, so they're probably immune to that. No, you know what? Attack. Cure. Potion. Sleep! Oh, come the fuck on. Oh, okay, it only lasted for... Interesting. That really didn't do what I thought it would. So, magic, cure... Magic. Let me use temper. Let's increase Vincent's attack. Fira. Ugh. Damn. At least that auto-targeted somebody else. Then Dark? God, chill, dude. Everybody's Ray Charles'd. Yeah, he's a hell of a jump. I guess I'll use a Phoenix down, get Zeph back up. Slower, of course. Phoenix down. How much health does that give back, I wonder? Oh, just a one. Lovely. Alright. Potion. Potion. Desperately try and get Zeph back to health if I can. Nope, Thundara, fuck it. Alright. So much for that. At least the potion's all auto-locked to pretty useful secondary targets. Magic. I never tried silence. Let me try. The silence worked on you. Doubt it. No. Okay. And there you go. Okay, so Zeph just doesn't get any XP, whatever. Like other games, it seems once you have a party member down, the boss quits doing the more powerful attacks. And you obtain the Crystal Eye. And then we'll take that back to Matoya, and then whenever we give that to Matoya, Matoya will likely give us... You know, leave encounter slot for a second. Matoya will likely give us the Mystic Key. Oh, and then the Elves, with them being down and out, the Prince might have awoken. So let me swing by here. No, let me heal. Let me heal first. Hi, Sully. Don't climb on me. Thanks, bud. Okay, you can climb on me a little. Hey, pal. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, that's right. They need a potion to wake him up. Hi, buddy. You really didn't want to hop up. You wanted me to grab you by your scruff to pick you up. Oh, and that's a castle. I've been selling back to Cornelia this entire time, yeah. I mean, I know I can also go to Provoca to heal up. And I've got tents, but I've got like one tent. I don't feel like using it yet. Have I gone into Elfheim? Not ringing a bell. Unless Elfheim is the like little elf area where their prince is asleep. Because there weren't any shops there. Zully, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's up? Hi, buddy. Hi, pal. Oh, you were purring so loud. Oh, I was just going into the castle. I didn't think that it had the same mechanic as Cornelia. I should have thought of that. Oh. Oh yeah, sure enough. How much is there in? 100 gil? Okay, well, I was saving money going to Cornelia. But I can check out their item shop. Magic shop. Sully. No, buddy. Down you go. Oh, these level 3 spells would have come in handy. Let's go to Black Mage. Spells. No, Sully. Down, bud. Oh, I could've, like... Wow. Yeah, I could've done so much better. Hey, Virtue! How you doing? Can we get a shouty for Virtue? How goes Final Fantasy? Pretty good! We defeated, Atmos. Or Astos. Astos, whatever, however you say his name. Kicked his ass. The Crozier isn't showing any improvement over the hammer, so I'm gonna say probably not better than the hammer. But we got a new sword for Bofa here at a very small price to accuracy, so I'll definitely equip that saber. And then, let's see, that's our exit. Item shop all the way over there. Oh, we gotta cross bridges. Then what about this cottage? Or is this their... Okay, that's their little altar area where we can revive party members. I am a sage. When the time is right, the future is revealed to me. I shall wait patiently until then. And we got our armor shop. Let's definitely get that iron armor. Copper armlet, iron shield. Yeah, we'll buy that. Leather cap. Helm. Yeah, we'll buy one of those. Do we not have... Do we not have headgear on anybody else? Oh, no, we don't. Oh, and Zeph's down. That's right. I forgot about Zeph. We had a down party member this whole time. Sir, please resurrect Zeph. 200 gil? When you saw the blue sky post, you got nervous. I was playing the NES version. Oh, yeah. No, I have the NES version. Like, that was a picture of my console, my copy, everything. But I don't have a converter or anything to be able to capture the NES version. So we're playing the Pixel Remaster. And I was always going to play the Pixel Remaster version over the original NES just because of all the quality of life improvements. And for that graphical consistency with the other games that I've played. It's the best way to play the first Final Fantasy. Yeah, which I always had that kind of understanding as well. Like, it's neat to have the original NES version. Just see where the game, like, series truly got its start and its roots. But this is the way to go. So yeah, I want the leather caps. I guess I didn't realize I could equip those on... Buy 2 of those. Yeah, I didn't know I could equip those to Shade and Zeph. And then I'm gonna potion Zeph back up to full health. Save our MP. Equipment, Vincent... I got a new shield for you. Yeah, the iron shield. And then we got the iron armor. That's quite an increase. We have the helmet. Give you that. Bofa. You already have the leather cap. Leather cap. Leather cap. That's something else where I could have gotten that, like, the tiny increase in armor and defense could have helped out tremendously. Oh well. We got him taken care of all the same. Item shop. What are we low on? I'm gonna not buy a Phoenix down. I'm gonna hold. Yeah, we'll hold on that. I want to see what the white and black magic offerings are here. Poison of Fear, Null Frost, Vox, Cure Silence. Drives all enemies away in terror. See, that sounds like it's good, but if it made some run away... Also, these are level 4 spells. Our level 3 and our level 4 shops are both here? Okay. Yeah. Haste, Confuse, Blizzara, Sleeper. These are expensive, too. Yeah, that's not what I need. I need this White Mage shop, because that is our... That's our level 3 White Magic, which is what I was looking for. Oh, let me pay my respects here. Here lies Link. Okay. It's a gravestone. It's a gravestone. Here lies Link. Okay. Alright. Little nod to our boy in green there. Find anything to your liking. It's no accident that this happens to be the elf village either. Oh, that's incredibly funny. Kira, let's give that to Shade for sure. Diara, heal restores a little HP to the entire party. Heal in previous games, I was never quite a fan of heal. Yeah, I was never quite a fan of heal. Null Blaze also would have come in handy with that last fight that we had. I'm gonna get an extra Kira, have on Zeph. And then I'll go ahead and get Null Blaze. That might come in handy elsewhere, who knows. Okay. Then we can soundly leave out of there. Oh, hello. Oh, 2 ogres? No problem. Not gonna skip any fights, we need to kill. Just gotta get over to Matoya. Nice. And under the bridge. Let's look at us quickly to Matoya's. Oh, Lizard. Wait a minute. Lizard. This might be deadly. Nah, never mind. Lizard wasn't shit. Never mind. I just never saw that one in our previous encounters over here. Single solitary lizard shows up. It kicks in my fight or flight. Alright, Matoya.
Oh, what's this? My crystal eye? Give it here. Don't worry, I have something to give you in exchange.
Take this potion. It's the most amazing potion in my entire collection. What if it was just like a standard potion? But no, there's our Jolt Tonic. Jolt Tonic. I can see again. Like, Jolt back awake? Or is that shock resistance Jolt? I guess it's in our key items. We can take a look at it. Yeah, Jolt Tonic, serum to break even the deepest sleep. Okay, good deal.
You're still here? I don't need you anymore, so be on your way.
You're not as attractive as I thought you'd be. Damn, Matoya, you were just like your Final Fantasy XIV counterpart. Or rather, your Final Fantasy XIV counterpart is just like you are. It's like, if I'm remembering right, there's one line where Matoya, like, absolutely roast Y'shtola. Like, objectively, one of the finest women of all of Eorzea. And... and Matoya is just like, yeah, okay, I've seen better. Experienced 300 monsters slain. I mean, it's 200 more, and I have all the monster trophies. It's Hagen Chief. I thought our white mage had a black eye for a second. They're hunched over sprite. Like, it looks like they have a black eye. White mage didn't hear no bell. There we go. Takes care of those cats. And back to our elf friends we go after we take care of the local wolf population. Alright. Let me see here. Yeah, let me stop by the inn real quick, even though theirs is 100 gil. Disgusting. Pleasant dreams. Yep. Get a chance to sleep at each and every inn. Do it at least once. Cornelia is still, money-wise, the best stop. So if they have the level 3 and 4 item shop, the weapons weren't the case, so... I will take a look at your stuff one more time, though. Iron and Chaku, that would be for the monk. Dagger, Crosier, Saber... Okay, so yeah, we've got best items we could ask for it to this point. Alright, castle time. No, encounter's on. I gotta remember where the... They're in here. Oh, you.
This Jolt tonic. Maybe just what we need to break the curse and awaken the prince. I'll try it at once. Your Highness! Your Highness? I was having a terrible nightmare. Am I still dreaming? You're the legendary warriors. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall heed the legend, as it was told to me by my forefathers. The time for me to pass on the mystic key to its rightful owner has come at last.
You obtained the mystic key. Alright, that opens a lot of possibilities for backtracking and what have you. So let me step out real quick. Oh, wait, no, we have a mystic key door here in the Elven Castle. Let me run back in here. That was down this way. Yeah, there we go. Mithril Hammer, 800 gil, Rookie Treasure Hunter, collected treasure from 10% in the chest, 700 gil, and bronze gloves. So, equipment. Mithril Hammer. Well, I know who I'm giving that to. There you go. Get yourself a new shiny hammer. Vincent, bronze gloves, so we'll give those to you. Okay, and then he lost leather gloves, I think. Yeah, we got rid of his leather gloves, so cool. Cool. As it should be. And that's all the chest here, so we're done with the castle. Save our game, and that, I think, will be the perfect cutoff point for our first session. We'll start the next one by collecting all those backtrackable kind of chests and everything in the areas we've already been to. And then we'll continue our journey. But I've been ChewieCoffee, you guys have been excellent as always. Next time we meet up, we'll be playing some Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, or we'll be playing Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. So either way, we'll still be here on the PlayStation with PlayStation-centric titles. But until then, you all take it easy. Let's take a look at our raid list. Let me get the capture card muted too while we're at it. Get a Chickbone Chill. Following, let's see who we've got. Because we're done with Spooky Coffee, which means we're in a full new lineup of games. We'll be doing like an ABC scheduling again. Unless, and I'll put a poll up on Discord, unless you guys prefer where I play a game, start to finish, and then we move on to the next one. But I feel to really lean into the variety, ABC or whatever schedule, play it as I feel. But I'll put a poll up and like kind of gauge interest. And start doing a blend of both. Let's see here. Let's go right in on XDR Sunburn. They are playing some Mega Man 10 as part of their Megathon. So I will get that started. We'll be going from one NES Classic to a sequel to NES Classics. Keeping in that same vein. But starting that up, you all take it easy. Au revoir. Dos Vidania. Sayonara. Au revoir. I might have said that already. But see you later. Get out of here. Go on, get. Take care.